Hey guys, Bill Simontel from the thebbztv, getting ready for an unbelievable trip to the Plummers Lodges, Great Bear Lake in the Northwest Territory. Went last year with a group of guys, had a phenomenal time. We caught monster fish. Derek Stewart caught a lake trout that went 52 pounds. We caught some massive pike in the 22 plus pound range, and we're going to do it again this year. Biggest thing last year, electronics were lacking, and I had to call up my buddy Mike Campbell from Lowrance. Told him the situation, that we're going to be flying in up there at the Arctic Circle, and I needed a great pair of eyes so I could see under the water. And I'm going to show you what I picked up from Lowrance for a portable fish finder. They have some really cool stuff. This is a top of the line stuff that if you guys are traveling, you guys want to make sure you check this stuff out. I'm going to put this together as we speak, and I want to make sure that everything's working before we even get on the road. So let's start going through some of this stuff, and I want to show you what I got. Okay, we got the Lowrance Elite 5X Chirp. This is supposed to be the dialed in thing with the downscan imaging. It's got Chirp technology, and it's small enough, compact enough that it's not going to be a big burden on getting it up to the Arctic Circle. We're going to open it up real quick. Now these, they're not too pricey. They're actually about 400 bucks picking them up, but the unit is definitely well worth it. That's as big as the unit is, and we're going to put it together. So let's see what's in this package right here. Okay, so we got the Lowrance Elite X5 downscan Chirp sonar. Okay, we have a transducer system, and for the downscan, so we're definitely going to use that. We got a power cord that I'm going to have to put that together, and we have mounting brackets and mounting hardware for the transducer. So really simple on this. I'm going to put this together, and when I come back I'll show you what this is all about on this part of it. Okay guys, it's really simple, just a real small unit, but the biggest thing is for being able to transport this, getting it on the airplane, getting the batteries, getting it up to the Arctic Circle. So also, like I said, I talked to Mike, and Mr. Campbell said you're going to need one other piece of equipment, and here it is. What it is the number. It's a PPP-18I. It's the ice fishing kit, and it's basically a portable carrying case for the electronics. And we're going to open this up as we speak right now. Alright, so we got the Lowrance, and we got a box of stuff. Let's clear this out of the way. So we have a cool looking little handy carrying case bag. It's got some weight to it, so I know this comes with a battery inside. Got a couple little handy trays, put some gear in there. Okay, this thing just pops right out. Here's the base unit right here. So we got a carrying case right here that we're going to set up in a second. We got a battery, and what we're going to do is for this trip, we're going to have 18-hour days out on the water. We're going to take some more batteries. I'm going to probably get 3 more batteries, so I'll have 2 a day with chargers. So we'll use 2 during the day, and the other 2 will be charging while we're out on the water, and we'll rotate them through the week. We're gonna kind of set this whole thing up. So we got that part there. This looks like the mounting bracket that the electronics is going to go on. So we're going to mount it like that on here, and we got a box of goodies. So what we got over here, manuals. Okay, for this, the ice thing, we're going to have a ice transducer. In this situation, I'm not going to use this, so I'm going to put this off to the side. We have other type of brackets for mounting. This is going to be the battery charger that we're going to put this on charge right now and get a full charge on that. Other little piece of equipment, I know there's some Velcro. That's probably to keep this battery from flipping over. We're going to mess with this for a second, and we're going to come back to it, and we're going to put this thing together, and we're going to show you how it looks. So I'm excited. I mean, this is really an important piece of equipment that you need to do when you go fishing. You know, having a Lowrance electronics in your boat, it makes a difference. And this year I'm definitely going to put in some extra fish in the boat with this thing. So let's put it together. Okay, first things first, we're going to, there's that. We got a battery charger here, and we're going to charge this guy right here, right now. So red goes to red, that goes to black. Those are on right here, and then we're going to plug this guy in. So it's charging right there. So got the battery charging, and now we're going to start putting the unit together. So as that's charging, I'm going to read some instructions. Always good to read instructions. and I'm going to start building the bracket for the Lowrance and set this thing up. Okay, I'm going to get a bracket. That mounts on that. Okay, now this part is I'm going to mount the unit bracket onto the supporting bracket that slides into this base here. So they have a handful of little nuts and bolts here. We're going to pull that out and we're going to start putting this together. Alrighty, I mounted the bracket. There's 4 little black screws with little plastic nuts on the back. You got to be really careful. They're almost self-tighten. You don't need to tighten too tight, and it locks down. So make sure they're done with that with the little flathead screwdriver, just like that. Okay, now this unit is already set up. Sit right there on that. So we're done with that part. And then I'll find the hardware and see if we can put this stuff together. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up the transducer. Make sure you look at the components. There's a lot of little bells and whistles in there, washers and split rings and stuff, so you want to make sure they lined up right. So we're going to put that together real quick. Okay, we got the bracket assembly mounted for the transducers. This is a work in progress because I still got to figure out how I'm going to mount it on the boat. Last year they had a big piece of 2x4 that hung off the back, and they had a place where you could mount a transducer off a piece of wood, so we might just do the same thing. So that's one of the parts right there. Okay, take the bracket, slides on basically forward on the bracket so it mounts like that. This is going to mount to a piece of wood or on the back of the transom of the boat. And the little space right here is going to bring that cable up through there, and I'm going to take a handful of zip ties with me too. So this system right here, the transducer, is pretty well set on that part of it. So let's go to the next part. Alright, another part of it is they have some Velcro. I'm going to probably get some heavier duty stuff, but what you're supposed to do with this is you actually go through the back part of here, across the bottom, and you bring that out through there. And what that does is when you put your battery in there now, that's going to be able to come down and lock the battery in, so it's a little bit more secure. I have heard that you could actually double up the batteries on this, one on top of the other, but I'm just going to probably leave them off to the side and put one off the side. When one battery goes bad, pull it off, go put it on a charger, and just run the other one. So that's the Velcro. Okay, so you have the Velcro here that's going to support that, and I believe that actually turns around this way like this, and this is going to slide into the bracket like that. So there's our unit right there, and we're going to add our transducer. I'm going to put the power cord together. I'm going to heat shrink, cut the wires, put that together, make sure it's a clean splice together, and we are right there, man. We're ready to rock and roll with this. So this is a slick deal. This is definitely going to be a big part. I'm going to actually do videos with Derek when we're up there at the Great Bear Lake. You're going to be seeing me use this unit out on the water. We're going to be targeting some big lake trout. Do a little sight fishing with sonar. Show you some tricks that I do here at home, and we'll see if the big lakers like it up there as well. So okay, I've taken my time, and what I did is I cut the wire down so there's not so much. I'm only going to use this for this trip and for a portable fish finder. I already have my Gen 2s all over the boat, so this is basically just for the trip. But I cut down the wire, and I made it a lot easier to be able to plug in to the batteries, and everything's more compact. Now I'm going to work on the transducer system and just let the batteries charge, and we're pretty much ready to go. So what an easy thing to guarantee a better view of what you're fishing for. Alright, we're pretty much there. Batteries charged, so I'm going to take the battery cables off. You always want to make sure the batteries are fully charged. When you put this together, you want to lay your battery flat ways. There you go. Make sure your battery is down tight. And they have this set up also that you could double stack batteries, so you could put 2 of them on here and still use the unit. Then red for red, black over here. Okay, battery's hooked up. Come over here, and then when I get to the lake, I'll hook up the transducer, plug that in the back. We should be able to power this unit on. There we go. Unit set up. Put that in the bag. Roll that back like that. There's the unit. Ready to go. Carry it on the plane like that. Transducer, you'd have this sitting right in the boat. Transducer, you come back here, get to the back part of that, hook up your transducer, have that run right out of the back, close this back down, and now you're running. So I'm going to put this in the little boat and basically flip this up, power the unit on, and be ready to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial on how to set up the Lowrance Mark V with the ice pack. And the next time you see me using this, we'll be up at Great Bear Lake in the Northwest Territories. See you guys in a couple weeks.